John, I'm going to just go around the Jeep, show you any little issues that I know of with the Jeep. As you know, the rear link bar is bent. Never have fixed it, never have really had a reason to. The wheels, you can see they've been on some rocks, this outer ring. Not perfect. Seats, as you know, worn. I talked to a guy Saturday about recovering. They're about both of them. Front and rear, passenger and driver about the same. Got a little war spot from the seat belt in the back of them. Of course, the interior door trim panels, don't have those. What I was planning on doing was actually rhino lining this and rhino lining this section of the door, and also the top of the tub. That way when you set the hard top on there, you don't have to worry about scratching it. Just do a similar texture to what we've got here. And like I told you, there's no holes for the hard top. It's going to have to be drilled out for both sides. We made that, actually slick that up. Probably too much effort on that. Interior's dirty. You see the dust in the vents. I never have really cleaned it up. Tires are still like new. You can still see the little nubs that are still on them. They've probably got about 200 miles on them. So Jeep's a little dirty right now from the fair last week. Here's this front wheel. You can see where it took some hits on some rocks. Dirtiest the Jeep's been since I've had it. These back LED lights just barely light up. There's one in the back. I have never checked it. It's not working. The one underneath the front, it does work. Here's the switches for it, and then there's the ARB compressor on in the front rear locker. This is for the air compressor. This is the main power that shuts off the air compressor. You need to make sure you always cut it off, and that's the winch controller for the in-cab winch control. Where it used to have a suck down winch on the front, it was tied in down here, but with ORI that's not needed. The cable's a little frayed on the end where it was rubbing on the fender. One reason I wanted to replace it with the synthetic. Here's the front air quick disconnect. The ORI on the front, when I got the Jeep, it had air shocks on it. You can see it's got a little rub mark. That was already on the ORIs when I got it. The air shocks were actually mounted on top of the axle, and due to the larger body of the ORIs, they would hit here. So I put new mounts over to the side. That tube would have to be modified if you want to raise it up above the axle. So basically, up travel in the front, you're looking at about, a good 4 inches, 3.5 to 4 inches. We actually got more shaft than that showing. These are actually 16-inch ORIs. In the back, I think it's about 3.5 inches of travel. I did put those other mounts on there and had them down there originally. It seemed to have a lot of bounce going down the road, so I put it back in the original location before the air shocks were mounted.